I don't even fucking believe it. This is not for anybody. This is for YouTube. I'll be right back. I don't even know. I was like trying to go live for so long. What the hell? Um, so yeah, I apologize about the title. That's just for lack of I wrote okay, so here are the titles that I had. I had a few. Okay. We have breath, pranayama. Anyway, we're gonna start with breath. I hope you guys are awesome. So in one description that was deleted, I explained what pranayama means, broke down the word. Prana is life force energy. So pranayama is management of your life force energy, which is your breath. Prana, life force energy. Ayama, management of. Pranayama is the management of your life force energy, i.e., also known as inhaling and exhaling. So most of us don't breathe properly. There are two things in life most of us don't do properly. Hi, how's Lila? And we do them a lot. We don't stand well. Most humans don't stand properly. They lean to one side. The other thing is that we don't breathe properly. We breathe shallowly and mostly, breathing is a process that is both, the words I'm looking for. Give me the words. It's both a it's both a voluntary and involuntary thing. When you're not actively breathing yourself, your body is breathing you, right? And most of the time our body is breathing us. What's up, cheeky monkey? Hi, what's up, Gail? I love you. I blasted you with some emails. What's up, Angel? What time is it? Before anything, what time is it in New Zealand, please? Okay, so pranayama. There's so many amazing teachers that I feel so blessed and honored to have experienced. And one who was so silly, his name is Fred Bush. I love you, Fred, if you ever see this. One time, whatever, we have an interesting karmic thing, him and me. Oh, Gail, do I have permission to read your thing? Now that you're here? Anyway, we had the last misunderstanding we had. He's like, I bet you're not even going to tell people I was your teacher. I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, I will always fucking, like, you were. Did you guys hear my dog fart just now? He just came back. He's gassy. I was like, of course I'm always going to give you fucking. Fred Bush is an amazing yoga teacher. The last time I heard about him, he was in Peru. And I love you. Anyway, a quote from him. The breath is the doorway to the divine. No, the breath is the portal to the divine. And the portal to divine is the doorway. Something. I always fuck quotes up, man. Breath is the portal to the divine. Breath is the door to the portal of the divine. Whatever. The breath leads you to the divine. So that's one quote. Another. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Oh, yeah. Check your email, Gail. I asked permission to read one quote they wrote. I feel like it's building sonar, but just let me know. Okay. So we're going to do some breathing. Sure. You can read it. Okay, cool. Thanks. We're going to start with some breath. Most of the time, the body is breathing us. So if you're just getting here, pranayama is a word in Sanskrit. The translation, if you break down the two, prana, life force energy, ayama, management of. So actively, consciously inhaling and exhaling is actively, consciously managing your life force energy. Most of the time, body is breathing us. To reiterate, let's make sure all the air is out. Make sure you're comfortable. Let me get more comfortable. One of the most important errors, one of the most significant errors that we make in not breathing properly is not exhaling completely. Like, think about how often I know that I have to be on this more. How often do you make sure all the air is out of your lungs? 70% of toxins leave your body through the process of exhalation. When I learned that, like, I don't know, whatever, 7 years ago, whatever it was, I was super surprised. I would have guessed it would be sweat and elimination that would remove most of the toxins, but the process of exhalation. So make sure all the air is out, and we're going to breathe differently. So in and out through the belly is the breath. So make sure you feel comfortable. It feels super counterintuitive breathing in and out of the belly, especially as a woman. I'll tell you my experience as a woman that has recovered from an eating disorder. When I was studying like hardcore pranayama, I started maybe a decade ago, like with a master, a Scottish guy. Like, so we'd spend these sessions, right? And he'd be like, make your belly bigger, make your belly bigger. I'm like, that's as big as it goes. That's as big as it goes. I had like a little crush on him on and off just because he was like so spiritually powerful sometimes. But so you're really going to like expand the belly and invite your tummy to get as big as it will. And the side bodies too. Don't forget about your ribs. Yeah. It's nice. I have found it helpful to hold on to the shoulders so that you can remind yourself to relax. You're not breathing from the chest, you're breathing from your belly. So let's take 3 inhales, exhales. Don't be afraid to make a noise. Release it with an ah. Let it come from the belly. Ha. Ha. Make sure all the air is out. Ha. I love doing that, especially when stupid Billy's out there talking too loud. Shut the fuck up, Billy. I don't think he hears me. No, guys, it's fine. Silencio! What kind of asshole are you? Sit in front of someone else's window and talk on the phone. Okay, so put your hands on your belly, please. And this is a nice way to start, actually. Put your right hand on your belly and your left. Hey, Habibti, no. Halas. Yalla, come here. You want to fit right here? I think you could fit. Come on. Come on. Come here. You got it, Os. Ossie wants to come on. Come on, baby. You can come here. It's so goofy. Did you ever see two people so goofy? Then go to your chair. It's a veil. Have your chair. Sorry. My dog's comfort are my priority. Hey, sit on the chair. You got it. Go ahead. Okay. So if it's available, right hand on the belly, left hand on the heart. Shoulders are relaxed. We're going to take 5 deep inhales and complete exhales into the belly. You okay, Bubba? Each inhale, try to send the air lower. Make your belly fat. And each exhale, pull the belly in towards the spine. You'll be surprised often how much air is left, how much more you need to exhale. So let's try 5 times. If you're comfortable, close your eyes. And you can focus on your third eye point and relax your forehead. So it's going to be 5 inhales into the belly, making the belly big, not forgetting to expand the side body and oxygenate the rib cage, etc. And 5 complete exhales. We'll do segmented breathing. Put the right hand on the belly and the left hand on the heart if it's comfortable. We'll count. Habibti, no. We'll count to 4 on the inhale. Remember, distractions take you deeper into the experience. Habibti, halas, yalla, come here. We'll do 4 on the inhale. Try to get 4, belly big. It'll be like 5 exhale. The exhale will be a little bit longer. Okay. So let's begin deep belly breathing. Make your belly as big as it will get when you breathe in. And try to slow it down. And when you breathe out, make sure all the air is out and intentionally exhale all the air out. So there's kind of like when you exhale, it's a bit of, somebody asked me one time in a class, it was very funny. They like interrupted the class. It was like 30 people or something. Like, Ashley, are we supposed to feel pain on the exhale? Avi, excellent question. I don't want you to feel pain, but I want you to you should know there's no more air left. So maybe pressure is a better word. Breathe. Okay. So this whole experience of making sure all the air is out. If it's new to you, have fun with it. If it's not, okay, I'll see you in 5 breaths. Inhale into the belly so it's big. Keep the shoulders soft. Exhale. And try to quiet your mind a little bit. And breathe through your nostrils if that's okay. Oh, man. I totally forgot I reheated my pizza. Okay. I caught that on time. Okay, so where we go, here we go, where we go, where we're going to go is to the good place. We're going to breathe in deep. Right hand on the belly, left hand on the heart, if you like. Feel your belly rise on the inhale. And come in on the exhale. Got it? Inhale, belly big. Exhale, belly fall. So notice how comfortable and relaxed you've allowed yourself to become with just 5 cognizant inhales and exhales. And allow yourself to go a little bit deeper. Allow yourself to be a little more relaxed. Any place in your face that you can soften, any place in your body you might be holding on to tension or tightness, release it and let it go. Maybe we'll just do another inhale, exhale off for fun. So we're going to do 5 more inhales, exhales. Continue deep breathing into the belly, please. Inhale deep, belly gets big. Just let your mind relax. Let the brain waves settle down as you focus on oxygenating your body, relaxing your mind, and coming to a place of peace. Ash is back. Yeah, focusing on breathing it's not can be life-changing. It's life-changing every single time. I love you guys. Where's Skunty? I don't know who that is. Scott McKinnon? I don't know who that is. I feel like Scott McKinnon is like a comedian from the old days. Short guy, maybe. I could be wrong. Okay, I'm gonna read something from Gail. Well, there's a lot here. Did anyone do the trigger video, by the way? Hi. Did anyone do the trigger video? Anybody, 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 anybody? I got my paper out. Oh my god, my dogs are so gassy. I got my paper out to do my letter. I haven't written it yet. Okay. Madame Jam Jam. Hi. 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 Okay. So our talk last night, if you weren't here, we sort of like warmed up to this concept of having like a shadow self. I rewatched the video again today and I took some mental notes. Like, so everyone's going to have a different kind of experience, a different way of, and we all have different ways of bringing in information about everything. Internalizing, processing, whatever you want to call it. So this whole concept of like reclaiming the dark part of you or your shadow self, which is also very, very, I didn't emphasize as much how much the inner child, reclaiming your inner child has to do with this, reconnecting with your inner child. So we talked about that yesterday. We like dipped our toes in the water about this concept that perhaps God gives an assignment, maybe not to every human being. Maybe it's not every soul. If it doesn't resonate with you, please move on or whatever. I'm still feeling out how this feels, it feels like something close to what makes a shit ton of sense, if that makes sense. So this concept that our creator could bestow upon all of us or some of us a responsibility to bring a darker side of us or whatever up back to heaven. Okay? I watched your videos again today and I understand the messages ran out of time for more videos. I love you. I don't know which ones you're talking about. I like the way you're open. Thanks, Dave. Okay. So, did anybody watch the video by Queen Cup Tarot by any chance? It's okay. I'm gonna read something from Gail, who's on here. I love you guys so much. And I want us to just all be good. And I know we all will be good. We are good. Everything's good. The message is there's no problem. If there's a message right now in this moment. Okay. So I'm understanding how this earth energy works. It's more complicated because we are programmed to be insecure and afraid of ourselves. So let's break that down. Does anyone here, there's 10 of us, anyone here not feel like they're programmed to, what are the exact words? Feel insecure, afraid of ourselves? Like, I feel like almost every human I've met has had an experience of being afraid of themselves, insecurities. Like once you get to know any human, there's always like, it always surprises me, the stuff, you never know what's going on with people, but most people have stuff. And that can be considered shadow stuff, right? Like programming. Okay. So anything that shows up as shadow energy will be like anything that's self-deprecating, any thoughts that entertain it being insecure or being afraid. Um, let's see. Um, not giving a shit about yourself or others, putting yourself in harm, putting others in harm. That's all shadow energy, right? So not to make it too kooky wooky or whatever, the shadow work check. We're doing this. Um, not program, but it's a default position to improve from. Earn security. What does that mean, Dave? I thought you for a second. I thought you said you learn security, not programmed. I feel like we're all a little fucking programmed. I don't know. Maybe not Dave H. But when I learned some stuff like 3 or 4 years ago, I was like, okay, let me just throw this one at you out of left field. You guys know Pavlov that did the thing with the dog? He had the bell. I think he taught the dog to go out or whatever. I'm not sure if it was Pavlov that did this. I'm 90% sure. I believe he was also responsible for training children how to go to the bathroom, okay? How to go to the potty. Um, we're so programmed to feel insecure but pretending. When we realize some of the stuff, I'm playing with my inner child more than I've been finding my shadow self, which I think I might be like very well integrated with. I've been like playing with my child self a lot, my inner child. Um, sorry, I forgot what I was saying. Oh, and when I think back to stuff and like what's pure, right? Like the closer we are, the younger we are, like the closer we are, I feel like to creator, like the further we go, the more, you know, stuff we absorb. We're like little sponges, you know? Um, so I wanted to say like, oh, I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh, right. Um, think about like everything. Like I made a joke today. I got out of the shower and Honda was like annoying me to go out. And I was I just whatever. I do think, whatever. I wasn't dressed yet. I was like, you would let me go out naked like this and walk you, but I'm not doing that. I have to put my clothes on. But it's funny because I thought of like that whole thing, you know? I don't know. Um Earth Mother, sweet Mother Earth has so much love for all of us. Yes. And so often, like what really resonates with my chest is this overwhelming knowing that no one's mad at us. Like we're not in trouble. Like nothing we've ever done, I mean, I'm a kind of person that for everything that I've done in my life, I've apologized profusely for or tried to make right or you know what I'm saying? Like so you have to live your life, I guess, a certain way. That being said, and I guess I'm like thinking that's entailed, like even the stuff we had to do to survive, even the stuff that we're ashamed of, even the stuff we're not proud of, i.e., ashamed of, even the stuff we did when we were angry, even the stuff we did when our parents were dying, all that stuff is forgiven. Like I feel stronger than anything. God wants us to feel forgiveness, and we're free because that's like a fucking chain, that's like a weight to feel shame, to feel guilt, to feel regret. Um, sorry, the smell of my pizza's like kind of distracting me because I'm like, is it burned? Like, should I open the thing? Um, it'll just be crispy. Anyway, okay, we just keep denying her love and chase this Mother Earth and chase all the fake love, and now we're in a pickle because the ugly stepsister. Is it stepsister or stepsitter? Stepsister is trying very hard to keep us from going to the ball. I got the Cinderella part. They know once we have the courage to go. This is important part. They know that once we have the courage to go, show up, we will know our truth, and that's when we can really do shadow work. Truth will set us free. So we can let go and find each other, or no, find each of our own truths and roam this lovely earth and meet the rest of our tribe. 100,000%. So she also, if any of you guys have seen the show OA, and I know some of you guys did, hi Virgos, hi. One of my favorite books as a therapist is called Body Keeps the Score. I talk about that all the time. That outsold the DSM-5. Body Keeps. Dr. Bessel van der Kolk is amazing. He's got so many discourses online. He's genius and so funny. He did the first study on trauma with yoga. He's a genius man. I love him. Again, someone I have a mini crush on, but he's married, so there's no chance. But Bessel van der Kolk, he's dope as fuck. I've done a few books on Body Keeps the Score. The DSM-5 is it's what therapists, psychiatrists use, like the diagnostic manual. He outsold, that book outsold the DSM-5. Proud of him for that. So OA is a show about angels and dimensions and a bunch of stuff. If you're interested in watching a show that's, I feel like, sort of opened my heart and my mind to some stuff, I would recommend it. So again, from Gail, OA, love it. Oh my God, helps to answer so many questions and situations I've had. It's interesting to discuss parallel universe as I know it's happening. I feel like that. Like there's some of those scenes when she like has water on her and she like gets like snapped. I've had situations where like, and Hondo doesn't do it on purpose. Like he'll not like, I'm trying to think of the last time it happened. It's been a while, but he'll like put his paw or something on my shoulder and it will like trigger something and I'll feel like I'm in some situation that I don't remember in this life and I'm freaked the fuck out. Like it hasn't happened in a minute, but like I felt glimpses of that too. My friend did the funniest shit the other day. He bought a first class ticket to San Jose instead of Los Angeles. And he's like, got to, like, he didn't even know until he got to the thing. And he's like, boarding the plane. This is the wrong flight. So I've been calling him San Jose all week. But also, I was thinking, listen, dude, I feel like planes are like weird portals. I don't know, whatever. I don't have a sure thing about that. But I was like, I feel like you might have bought a ticket for someone else. The San Jose way. If you've seen OA, you'll get it. Oh my God, it helps answer so many questions. And such another thing, just funny. He also bought a ticket from Denver to Denver while in Denver. I said, that's so stupid, but also they shouldn't even let you do that. Like you shouldn't be able to buy a ticket from Denver to Denver. That's dumb. That shouldn't even be like for sale. At the Denver airport. Stupid. Like, where's that plane? I don't know. Maybe it's a stop off. Who knows? Okay. I was thinking, why would there be a plane at the Denver airport to go to the Denver airport? All right. I'm so obsessed. Oh, Homer and OA have like this prairie, Nina, whatever. I have this like such a beautiful relationship. But how cool if we were taught stuff like this as children. So that goes back to what I was just saying, like connecting a lot with my inner child and stuff lately and rethinking like pretty much a lot of things, almost everything. Not everything. I mean, something, you know what I mean? But somebody wrote something that made me think about something. It was Gail. Right. So like I was attracted, and I don't know how I found books like Mists of Avalon and stuff like that, like when I was younger, which has to do with like Arthur and the Round Table and Lancelot and like this just like fun mysticism stuff, princesses and stuff. Um, but other than that, no, we're not really taught, like, if you think about, like, the traditional education system, like, yeah, it's just fucked up. It's stupid. Like, I champion mothers that, have time to homeschool their kids, but, also take care of, like, curriculum, stuff like that. Because and then there's so many things when I think back to, like, fighting with my parents about shit in school, which I was right about. Dad, I'm not gonna use long division in real life ever. I've never used long division in real life to this day, not one time. But how many times did we have to practice that shit? I mean, God bless you guys that love that, math people, but you know what I'm saying? Um, Fuck, so many other things. I was just like, Dad, I'm never gonna use this in life. Do your homework. But it's like so much crap shoved down kids' throats. It's dumb. And like that's the time when they should have like the most openness, the most like I worked for a Waldorf school for a little while. It was a Waldorf school owned by one woman, so it was kind of a weird situation. But anyway, long story short, that's a different story. Um, it opened my eyes to how one woman can create a school and not pay someone for teaching them. It opened my eyes to a lot of stuff. Like, just remember, like when I'd fight with my parents about stuff in school, they were like, "Well, it's in school." They didn't like, they're just like, "Just do what you're told in school." And like, think about all the shit we were told in school. Like 70, what? Okay, fine. I don't know. 70% of it is just either incorrect directions or like tools for navigation in life, or just straight up bullshit. Sorry, not sorry. I failed math in ninth grade. I failed algebra. I had to retake it in summer school. I remember my sister was like going to summer school to like get ahead. Who does that? I was like catching up on algebra. Wait, yeah, I took algebra 2 or some shit. I took geometry sophomore year or 11th grade. I don't remember. Question everything and ask yourself. It should make sense to your vagus nerve, which is in your gut, in your belly. It should feel right. Things that are right for you will feel right for you. They'll be easy. People will be easy to spend time with. Conversation will be easy, and silence between you guys will be even more easy and more comfortable. Does that make sense? Sloan was live last night. I don't know how I missed it, but she was talking about like not being able to fix people. Ow, that's relevant for me. Also, she was saying like the energy is very intense or interesting right now. I'll use the word interesting. And it is. And she mentioned being careful who we're around. And if there's any message I've been feeling stronger, it's that to be like aware of who you're spending time with, who you're talking to on the phone, who you're watching lives, whose energy you're absorbing. Sloan said it like, keep shitty people away. I don't like shitty people. I don't like shitty people either. Shitty people can go eat shit for all I care. You know what I'm saying? But right now, I don't know what it is, but it feels like a vulnerable time, like a great time to make amends or do anything that you feel like you need to do. Another teacher of mine, Cameron Shane, the founder of Budokan. I was talking to him one time about Fred Bush, actually. Everything comes full circle. Fred Bush, my first yoga teacher, my first real yoga teacher. And this was like, I don't know, 2014. Cameron, Fred's upset with me. I want to cancel this training, but I already said I would do it, but it's not for like 7 months or 4 months or something. But nobody signed up, but I feel awful and I don't want to cancel because I don't want to be mad at me. Blah, 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 blah. Cameron's like, Ashley, stop. Ashley, if you take a shit on the floor, clean it up and keep moving. I was like, he says, I love Cameron. He says shit like that because you're like, wait, I would never poop on the what is he talking about? Because you get out of your mind for a second, like, oh, right, I get it. He's like, just fucking do what you need to do. Cancel it because you're not going to be happy doing it, whatever. And it was sorted so quickly. And I think about that a lot. Whenever I over pathologize something or feel like I'm overthinking something, I'm like, did you take a shit? Do you need to clean it up? Okay, keep it moving, you know? Well, I think it's very true that, like, that saying, like Dave said, very true. You become the people around you, but not if you're mindful. That's why I think it's good to spend time with people you aspire to be like. People, my dad always said, be like the people that challenge you, that are smarter than you, that are better than you. And I was like, Dad, I'm supposed to be the best. He's like, actually, there's always going to be someone better than you. It's true. And I always want to be able to learn from that person, um, depending on their body odor and, facial hair and hygiene habits. Just kidding. But not really. You know what I mean? What I meant to say is I believe that saying is something like, show me who your 5 or 4 closest friends are, and I'll tell you who you are. I mean, I think it's very true. Who we spend, like, we don't really get what we want in this life. We get what we are. That's a quote that I truly believe is like a universal law. We don't get what we want in this life. We get what we are. We get what we are vibrating. We get what we are bringing, if that makes sense. Yes, Ashley. Angela in New Zealand. So true. You don't need negativity around my friendship. Yep. What's up, Norma? So funny. I feel like I'm yelling in a yoga studio sometimes when you guys come on the chat. I thought about that. What's up, son of Billy Wagner? Downward dog. No, you can always get what you want. But you can't always get what you want. But you find sometimes. Sing it. You get what you need. Expect what I have up here. Expect nothing, appreciate everything. Basically. And don't be a basic bitch, Google. That's cool, but Billy, drinking by the bonfire. That sounds warm. A bonfire outside? Are you gonna do marshmallows? That makes me think of you know what I'm talking about. When you put marshmallows on graham crackers with chocolate and you put it on a stick in front of a fire. What's the weather like over there? Where are you, in Michigan or something? Yeah, I did, Agent Norma. What do you think? I'm gonna order something not good from the weed delivery guy? I got what do I got? I got Oh, Norma, I have a funny video, but I have to prepare for it. I thought of you. It has to do with spoons. I got sticks. So Fast and Friendly is dope. They pay your taxes, which is huge. I'm sure if you guys live in California, you realize that once you get to taxes, it's like, whoa, the number went up so high. They pay your taxes. Buddy, I think it's called. Buddy or Bud? Buddy? Bud is a brand of weed. Buddy is a company. They pay your taxes, but only on Tuesdays. Fast and Friendly pays it every single day. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday again. I'm just kidding. Let me stop. You can get 4 Raw Garden cartridges for $110. That's it. No tax. I always tip them, So I got raw garden cartridges. Well, that's leftover. Those are raw cartridges. And I'm gonna go on adventures, not in babysitting, but somewhere. Ashley and I both get lows, so it can be a gamble. First of all, Norma, the Lowe's thing for me was because it was on sale, and it was a gamble, even on sale, as we know. I always stayed away from Lowe's because they were so fucking. It was always like, I used to go to this place in West Hollywood, and it's actually the first place in California, I believe, that ever got their medical marijuana license. It's called LAC, Los Angeles Caregivers Group. It's on Santa Monica Boulevard, LACGP or something. It used to be down the street from my studio. So, Endgame. Oh, so I used to go there a lot. And like once I got like my medical card and stuff, like 2013, 14. And there's always be like the most amazing different things you can get, which I was so excited about always. And stick things, joint things, weed things. I don't discriminate. And everything was like reasonable. But then there was like Lowe's, $120. The fuck is wrong with you guys? It was always so fucking expensive. It pissed me off. And I started to see their stupid emblem, like their stupid goat. I'm like, fuck you. I'll never buy your fucking product because you stand out as a dick shit and you charge too much money for something that is just okay. It's not super high THC. They don't even give you a striking board when you buy joints, but they give you 4 matches. That's weird. And then they gave Agent Norma, tell him, Norma, sing it, girl, right now. Some shitty ass ashtray. Like, no, thank you, Lowell. Get back to work. Do better. I would have known it would full of shitty ashtray and weed. What's up, Janie? Shallow ashtray. Okay, shallow ashtray to go with a box of joints. Who gives someone matches? Do you know that if somebody was homeless or like didn't have a stove or didn't have a lighter, that would drive a person insane? Imagine you have a box of joints that you get delivered for like 60 stupid dollars or something, and there are 4 of them because it's dumbass lols. And so you're chilling, whatever. And then you get 4 joints and 4 stupid matches. But Lowell's couldn't even remember to put a striking thing so you could strike the fucking match. So now you're with 4 joints and 4 matches and no way to fucking light them. Can you imagine? I mean, Lowell's should be really ashamed of themselves, I feel. I can't imagine what this ashtray looks like. Is it like stupid and little? Like the way that I imagine it, Norma, it's like a business card, but like slightly elevated on a few sides. Did I use a rock? A rock for what? Oh, no, I ended up having a lighter, so thank God for that. What's up, Jade? It's dumb and big. What is? This, but like, here's the thing. I appreciate the concept, but like, think the whole thing through, guys. I looked everywhere. Okay, so say this is the joint box, and you open it, and there's like your 4 joints, stupid expensive joints. And you're like, oh, how thoughtful of them. There's 4 matches in here, like 1 for each joint. I looked everywhere. There was no place to scratch the match at all. I wasn't looking on my phone, I promise. I was looking on the thing. Oh, wait, you got an ashtray too, Jade? From Lowell's? Norma got one as well. For poor execution. I mean, really? Because it's like in the ashtray, I can't imagine. I'm trying to think of some other funny stories that have to do with like funny things with weed, you know? Like that didn't work. I don't know. Oh my gosh. Norma, do you know Jade or no? That's hilarious. Um, you guys both got the ashtray. Well, they didn't give me the ashtray. They gave me 4 stupid matches. And how did I end up eventually lighting those matches? Like a junkie from my stove. Because I'll do that sometimes. I'm embracing my inner demon. Fuck off. I've heard of the ashtray before. What's up, Brody Tunes? Well, know that you have this in common. One crappy ashtray worth shit with absolutely nothing. By Lowell's. Oh my gosh. You guys, I'll tell you a funny story. I was here yesterday and kind of working on something important. And these people outside, can you hear the birds, by the way, if I shut up? They were so loud earlier. So it was like, I don't know, like 11 yesterday, and a man and a woman fighting, like intense, like, ah, ah, ah. That stuff does not happen. I mean, it happens in Venice, but like not in on like the property I live on. And I'm like, okay, this is gonna be sorted out sooner than later. I'll just leave it. And then it was like an hour, and I'm like, how the fuck are they still yelling? They must be beyond the property, like they must be like in the neighborhood. And before I took my dogs out, I walk out to make sure it's safe. And I see these people here, there, basically right outside my window. And it's a guy with a camera, whatever. Let's call her Elvira, for lack of better time. And then this just random dude. And I'm like, I only see them. I'm like, are you guys fighting? And she's like, no, we're acting. We're filming. So it's the same fight every time. Okay. So I just kept walking. I was like, I don't even know how to respond to this. So I was like, should I go to the office or should I just like, because I came back inside, my dogs were upset. They were frustrated. Like I was thinking the whole time somebody was having an issue outside, you know? And I was like, you're having the same fucking fight like 2 feet from my bedroom window. Like, I don't know. Don't you know somebody lives here? Like, I don't know. Sometimes we have to remember another thing Fred Bush told me. I would get so pissed off when people would leave during Shavasana. I would take it so personally. So I'd be teaching and he would like, oh my God, he was so funny. When he was like hardcore mentoring me, he would like bust into classes that I was teaching at his studio. And I'm teaching. It was like 2006. So I just started teaching and he was always wearing like yogi pants and like no shirt. And he'd go like this at the front of the room until he had my attention. And then he'd go, I'd be like, keep breathing, inhale, exhale. What's up, Fred? What? And one time he walked in and just was listening because he was always trying to make me a better teacher. And he walked in and I kind of pretended like he wasn't there. I just kept on going, talking, teaching. And I'm like, you know, we take 1,000,000 breaths a day. I was like trying to get people to focus on their breath. Okay. So you have to work through the way you talk and how your style and stuff. So think about each inhale, each exhale. I was thinking Fred was gonna be so proud of me. He's like, keep breathing, down dog or child's pose, please. He's like, outside. Shit, outside. Fuck. Ashley, you can't lie to your students. Fred, what are you talking about? No one takes 1,000,000 breaths a day. Do you know anybody that takes 1,000,000 breaths a day? If you lie to your students about one thing, they'll think you're lying about everything. He's right. No one takes a million breaths a day. It was a stupid thing to say. I think a lot more about what I say, not just because of him. I mean, he helped me so much in yoga, but in life, I guess it's important. All right, guys, I love you guys so much. I'm going to eat my maybe burnt pizza. I love you endlessly. And I might come back. That interruption would get out of my element. Wait, which one? Sorry, I'm kind of stoned now, too. I'm like, I feel like we covered everything that I meant to cover. If no one did the trigger video, I don't want to go that much more into the shadow right now. I'm going to do my letter and then read my letter to you guys. I watched your video about going to a job at a home where your client thought you would do massage therapy. Okay, yeah, that one. That was him walking interrupting the class. I have so many stupid class stories. Hold on a second. So many funny ones. People fart. People do all kinds of stuff. People are crazy. Man, I could go on with funny yoga stories. That person that you're mentioning, who was Virgo Psych, that was Toby Maguire. I've started the video. Thanks for recommending her channel. Cool, Norma. So maybe tomorrow, a few of us can circle around about all that business. That was one funny incident. Whole thing. Anyway. Okay, cool. I love you guys so much. Take care. Oh, if you want to laugh, I found another show. So this is just straight up funny. It's called Good Girls. Have you guys seen it? Oh, by the way, somebody made a comment like on a video. They're like, okay, miss, hold your lighter all the time. Yeah, I hold my lighter. I hold my pop pens. I hold whatever the fuck I want because I'm Mrs. Cute Pants. Positive pants. Like, who the fuck says that? Bye. Love you. It's called Good Girls, the show on Netflix. And it's very, very funny. I wasn't thinking that I would be into it. And it just there's so many funny lines. It just really, really cracks me up. I couldn't stop laughing. And anything that's funny, I'm always going to share, or like uplifting, obviously. Yeah, Good Girls. It's just a straight upper. Like, I was in my bed, like, just like cracking the fuck up. I think I'm on like episode 3, but you don't expect it. Even when you see the trailer, you don't see it coming. You don't see how many inside jokes. Okay, fine. Let me tell you this one. So in the first, I think, episode, one of their children. Okay, so there's a married couple. There's a lot of couples in here that, well, actually just one. It's one couple that I like. And so their child is, I don't know exactly what the issue is, but she has tubes in her nose. But they're at her class presentation and she's giving this speech and she's like doing really well. She's like 10 years old or something. I don't know how old she is. She's young. And she's gonna set a book on fire for this, like her presentation at school. And the dad and the mom are there, like in the audience or whatever, but it's a small classroom. And the dad's wearing, like, the funny part about the fact the dad says it, he's not a cop, but he's like wearing some kind of uniform, like he's a security guard. And she's like, and that's why blah 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 blah. There's a 10-year-old girl like just going off and like nailing this really passionate class project presentation. And she has a lighter and the book. She's like, that's why we need to burn. And the father's just sitting there, and the mother, he goes, ain't nobody gonna stop her? Nobody gonna stop her? Like, he wasn't even gonna stop the little girl from burning the book, and he was her dad, like in a uniform. But it was just funny. There's so many funny things about it. So that's a feel good show. I hope you guys feel good, and I love you. Bye. Late.